Okay, guys, Melissa here. All right, so what I want to talk about today is how to find direction. How do you find direction when you have so much going on and you're just like, I don't know which way I'm going. I just had this happen, or this good thing happened, or this crazy thing happened, or whatever. How do you do it? And I think the biggest thing you need to do is stop. Now, I was just watching a channel by Anna Bay, and I'll put it in my community post when she talks about kind of the same thing I'm talking about. I was totally on the same page with her. And we think a little different, but her channel is really good. So, for example, one of the differences would be I would go to scripture, where I'm not sure that she is a Christian or not, but um, one thing I did was I had slowly gotten up today, and I'm like, okay, get your resume going. You know you need to do that. So I did that, a little bit of that, and that was fun. That was looking at some of my strengths and weaknesses and what I can do better. And then I started laundry, and it's been 3 days now that I have not been able to get the washer to work. And so I was just like, I'm running out of clothes, and God, if you don't get this washer going, uh, I'm not going to be able to do my clothes again. So it was a brokenness again. It's like, geez, this washer doesn't look like it's working. Not again. And so there was a brokenness again. And many times we don't think about this, but a lot of times the way up is the way down. And, it is a paradox. And it's brokenness that makes you many times feel better. So I played with the card and I got it working, and I was so thankful. So thankful. And Anna talks about this too, how excess can numb you. And it can. I mean, we are so used to just throwing our clothes in the laundry, the washer, having it done, take it for granted. But I'm just like, thank you so much, God. This card worked this time, and I can actually get some clean clothes. Because I had been carrying my bag of clothes with me in New Hampshire. The first week, this lady I was staying with did all my laundry for me, which I loved. But I just at the end hadn't had time to get all my laundry done. I did do some at the laundromat in the hotel, but I didn't get it all done. So I'm like, well, I already wore this in the bag, and how many more days can I wear this? That black tank top I had sweated in when I was cleaning. And so I'm dealing with that stuff when I come home, right? I'm dealing with stuff that needs a good wash. So I felt like it was really a example of really depending on God, because I've been like, you've seen my videos, like, I need to get to God. I need some time with God. So I was sitting here this morning and I'm like, God, I still don't feel close to you. What can I do to draw closer to you? Because scripture says, draw close to God and he'll draw close to you. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping or if you're doing stuff. And unless God intervenes in your life and helps you, you cannot draw close to him. We think, oh, our effort will get us closer to God. And it's really God taking a hold of you and breaking you. And it is a gift. So I would say that's step one, okay? If any of you are looking for direction, cry out to God and he will help you. So I'm like, God, something's got to, I got to start doing stuff differently, because what I'm doing is not working, right? So I'm like, okay, God, so what should I do? What should I do? I feel like should I go this way with trying to pick up a bunch of jobs? Should I go slower with my work and just work like one job and just go slower, because I'm getting older and personal development is really important to me too. I just love to learn and love to have time to swim and exercise. And I'm like, okay, so which way should I go? So then I took a walk and I got some water and stuff, and I got a couple apples, and I went to the store, and then I saw this mom with her baby. And we forget those days when we were younger moms, right? Where there was no time to think of ourselves. None. I mean, we were just like busy, busy, busy with our kids. And I was watching her, and I was thinking about the patterns that we have, where she was watching, holding her son, but she wasn't frantic. She was busy. She didn't have time to really slow down when she was walking, but she wasn't frantic. And I felt like that's it. It's rest, but it's doing. It's rest and it's doing. And I think this is very scriptural because, we look at the birds of the air. They neither toil nor spin, and God takes care of them, but yet they are always, flying around or doing something. And when you have kids, you have life because you're not centered on yourself. But yet sometimes we can get too busy where we're just living our life and we're not getting enough time with God. Even if we stay in the Word, sometimes we need to get even deeper with God with certain times in our life. And this is a time for me where everything's happening with divorce that I need God's direction even more clearer. So take the extra time to go to God, ask Him, cry out to Him and He'll help you. Let Him break you. Let Him show you again how much you need Him, and then from there, go ahead and make some decisions. So from there, I got home and I'm like, okay, once you feel like your strength is coming back, because I've been worn out, make a plan. So then I've been watching some videos, and I'm like, yep, that's the path I want to take. That is the plan. So I will do another video on that, but basically I will put Anna Bay's video up here, and it is important to think about what kind of life you want to design. What is rich to you? Is rich traveling all the time? Is it personal fulfillment? Is it going out to eat? I mean, all the shopping out to eat. I grew up with that. Shopping out to eat, nice clothes. It gets sickening after a certain amount of time. It really does. It's nice to have those as a treat. It's nice that I just went to New Hampshire. It was a nice treat. But my personal fulfillment in taking care of me and my self-care is more of a priority than having things. It really is, in me educating myself. So that's kind of the middle ground that I want to stay at. And as I do that middle ground, there's times to rest, then there's middle ground, and then there's time to get things done more. So that middle ground is where I tend to be my happiest, where I can be like, okay, I did, have some time to, get some exercise in, get some extra rest. I ate well today. I drank water. I learned some things. That's my middle ground that I like on a regular basis. So find out what you like, where you feel happiest, and live in that space. Okay, that's what I got for today, guys. Thanks for joining me.